What's happening, guys? So here we are once again, another shooting in Texas. You know, what has our government done to fix the problem? If you're depending on the schools to supply the safety, the schools funding is not there. They don't have the money to do these things. The government needs to step it up. The government needs to provide the safe, come on man, metal detectors. Get them in all the schools. If it was me, I wouldn't have my child going to school. I would refuse to send my child to school until I knew my child would be safe. And I think it should be a nationwide thing. I think the parents need to stand up. I think that you've already had kids refuse to go to the classroom. They refused to go to school, and they ended up getting in trouble for it. It's pretty sickening when you think about it. We need to stand up to our government and tell our government, let's get this done now, the here and the now. 10 more people had died, y'all. Come on, man. We live in such a corrupt world. It's unbelievable. It's so corrupt. Guys, seriously, how would you feel? How would anybody that's in government, how would you feel if it was your child that had been shot up going into school? How would you feel? This kid, once again, another kid that was mentally out there, had planned this out to take the lives of whoever he could. He succeeded with 10. 10 is a lot, y'all. That's a lot of lives lost. All because, why? Things are not being put into place. You can't expect the schools to do this. The money's not there. You know, I'm sitting here at this park, and you can see the playground here behind me, well, beside me, however, whatever. There aren't any kids here. This is how it is in today's society, in the way that things are. There aren't any kids out playing. The parents aren't even bringing their kids to the playground. I mean, it's empty. I understand it's a cloudy day, but it's a playground. It's a weekend. It sickens my stomach to know that we have a government that doesn't give a damn about this thing. If they did, they would have hopped on board a long time ago. How many shootings has it been now in our high schools, junior high schools? Doesn't matter. How many shootings? The government needs to step it up. They need to, hey, if it has to be controlled by the government, then so be it. It's better that way, knowing that your child is safe at school, okay? They need to put metal detectors in. They need to put extra security in. And you say, well, that would cost a ton of money. Put 2 security at each school. And you have each one of those kids walk through a metal detector. Well, you don't have the right to look through my purse. Bullshit, I don't. I'm going to look through your purse. I don't give a damn. You notice all these mass shootings at the high schools, they're all boys. They're not really girls. It's the boys that are doing it. How was this kid able to get through once again with a loaded weapon? You know why? Because we see these things happen, okay, and you think about it for the day, and the next day it's like another whole day. Another whole day. It's like it had been forgotten. One girl that they interviewed, she was a nervous wreck. She was breaking down on the news and saying, I knew that this was going to happen. I just didn't know when, because it's been happening all over the country. And it finally happened. It happened in her school. Listen, y'all, this has a great effect on people, man. It scares kids to death. They don't want to walk through those doors. When is our government going to step it up? And you know, I get all these hate comments and stuff, you know, about me making videos like this. Somebody has to do it, because this is total BS. It's total BS with the way this country has gone. Okay, we've lost the family value thing. We don't sit down and have dinner anymore with your family. Electronics has taken over the globe, basically. You got these mass shootings. You got these kids grabbing these guns and going into school and shooting people up. Why? Because they're mentally unstable up here. There's probably been signs in this kid. There's been signs for a long time. They just get ignored. They get ignored. If it was your child, how would you feel? How would you feel if it was your child that got shot and killed, sitting in their homeroom class or walking down the hallway, and there's some whack job pulls a freaking gun out and just shoots them right on the spot? I don't know, y'all. It's disturbing to me. It bothers me. Maybe it's because I'm getting older. I don't know. But it just bothers me to know that this country has fallen apart, man. This country is losing it. The people here, they're losing their freaking minds. People are so on the edge with everything today. It doesn't matter what it is. You're just sitting in your car and you look at somebody and somebody shoots you the finger. That's how bad it is here. It's bad. And it's not going to get any better. But at least the government can step it up. The government has the money. The government can put things into place to make it safe for your kids to go to school, man. Come on. Enough is enough for this shit, man. Too many kids are losing their lives. These kids haven't even started life yet, man. Anyway, to the 10 victims, whomever they are, to the families, I give my condolences to you all. My condolences to you all. Your child should not have been taken this way. I don't even know. It's sad. You look out here, all these swings over here are basically sitting idle. Not even the wind is pushing them. It's vacant. The playground itself is vacant. The birds are basically having more fun in the playground than what kids should be. That is our society today. Our society today is one, either the parent is not, listen, I am not cutting into people parenting, their parenting skills, the way they are as a family. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, you don't see anybody at the playground anymore. What has happened to our society? This had a great effect on me. When I heard, I was actually on the turnpike coming back from Philadelphia when I heard of the shooting in Texas, and didn't learn until yesterday that there was 10 people that were killed. The kid had enough time to kill 10 people. Come on, man. How did the kid get back? How did he get into school with a loaded weapon? Come on, man. It sickens me. And if it doesn't sicken other people, there's something wrong with you. The government needs to step it up. And I think there should be a nationwide strike on sending your kids to school. a strike on sending your kids to school until something is done about it. Kids don't want to go to school. They don't want to walk through those doors. It's not safe. And it doesn't matter where you live. It does not matter. Here locally where I live, Murraysville, Pennsylvania, Franklin Regional High School. A kid walks in with a knife and starts swinging and start cutting all these kids up and faculty members. That was a couple years back. I remember driving through Murraysville that morning. There was helicopters up in the air, state police everywhere. Everything was barricaded off. Didn't know what was going on until later on that morning I found out that this kid went into school and he took these knives and he's just swinging at whoever he could get. The kid is facing life right now in prison. He's not even an adult and he's facing life in prison. You have kids that are being bullied like crazy in school. I know school today is a lot different than how it was when I was going to school. You still had bullies, but not to this level. We never had shootings or anything like that. There was nothing like that. Now, the easy way is to just take a gun in and take out as many kids as you can because I'm freaking pissed off and I don't give a crap. I don't give a crap who I kill. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're not in a good frame of mind. You're in a mental state. You have an illness. If you're even sitting down and planning something like this out, you have a mental illness. So when is our government going to stand up and say, we are done with this? We are going to do what we have to do to make our schools safe. Now, I've heard Donald Trump say that a couple different times, but nothing's been done. And since the last shooting, now we have another shooting in Texas. 10 more lives are taken. So nothing has been done. I understand that some things may take time, but come on, man, seriously. Anyways, guys, that's my take on it. I just feel our government is not doing a thing as usual. You know, you have major events that take place in our country, and it's usually the people that stand up for one another. It's the people helping the people. The government, they'll provide some assistance, but then you had been forgotten. And that's about how I feel about when it comes to these shootings. I'm sorry that your child had, you know, the president gets on TV and he gives his condolences because he has to. You're the president, you have to show the people that you care. If you care, then let's start putting things in place and making it safe for our kids to go to school. I think kids would feel a heck of a lot better walking through a metal detector. Okay? And if you're coming into the school, you best have, and if you're not a student there, you best have a very good, valid reason as to why you're coming in. If you don't have an appointment to be there, then we can't help you. And that's just the way it needs to be. So listen, guys, I want you guys to keep it real. I want you guys to love one another. And once again, flags, half staff for the 10 victims. Innocent children, basically, where their lives had been taken too soon because you have a mental kid that is pissed off at the world. Keep it real, love one another. I'll talk to you guys again soon.